What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Locker Room Rant. It's your boys, Tony, John to my side, Nick Baum down below, and I got news for everybody.
Right. There's okay. Should end that.
Major cowboy.
End it. Shut it off.
Stop it. Stop it.
Got a mind of its own.
Yeah,
We're
right.
coming up on week 1. We're 2 days away from the Buffalo Bills versus the Rams.
There it goes.
First game of
There
the
it
year.
goes.
And we got a whole slate of games on Sunday. We're going to get to every game, give our expert advice and expert picks on who's going to win those games against the
You
spread.
heard it first.
So y'all can win some money off of us. All right. Where do you want to start? Should we start going through the slate, or you guys have any breaking news to get to? John's just fucking gone. Don't know where he went.
Does anyone have a birthday by any chance?
Oh, any birthdays out there? Anybody with a...
I would prefer no birthdays from Nick.
Come on, maybe you have a relative that has a birthday coming, and you want to send out a relative birthday. Please, anybody in the chat, please just say there's a birthday.
I think it's Vince's birthday today. Wish Vince a happy birthday, Nick.
Is it really his
happy
birthday?
birthday? If it is truly indeed your birthday.
It's not. But you should do it anyway.
I don't want to do fake. I don't want to be fake about it. You know, we go through a lot of time and energy to do this. Kirk, what is that? Skis? Kirk got the skis emoji already. My 2-year Twitter anniversary today. Best I can do for you.
Nice.
Vince had a birthday back on August 27th. Happy belated
Did
birthday.
we ever wish Vince a birthday?
I don't think we did, but I mean,
No, we did. I think we
Why
might,
not
we
now?
might have.
no.
Oh, yo, ho, happy birthday, yo, ho, happy birthday, yo, ho, happy birthday to you.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Vince, in August.
Vile.
Okay. Okay. Now we can go to what we're actually here to talk about.
What's up, JT? What's up, T? What's up, fam?
All right.
What happened, Nick?
Nothing.
Guys, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is something wrong?
I swear my wife unplugs the internet.
Basically, we're going to talk about the games now, the upcoming games. Finally, after all this time, we're finally going to get to some real NFL football this week. Meaningful games that matter.
You guys fuck with ranch rice cakes at all?
No.
No.
I suppose that if I was approaching a diet and all I wanted to eat was sand, I would eat those.
Have you tried a ranch rice cake?
I'm not going to eat a rice cake, bro.
I've tried ranch. I've tried ranch everything. They're fine.
I got drunk once and ate the ranch dry, the envelope of the seasoning. I ate that drunk once.
Weird.
So I'm not doing drunk. I'm not doing drunk ranch, sober ranch. I'm good on ranch.
You high on peyote?
Hey, do you guys want to track track our picks throughout the year?
Sure.
I thought we always did.
No, we never like. I want to keep like a win percentage. I want to do like a win percentage.
We don't have that. We can't even run the StreamYard. Do you think we can keep track of percentages, bro?
I mean, we'll just keep track of okay, John went 15-1 this week. You know what I mean? And go.
Okay, we could do it. We could do it. All right, let me get my paper and pen. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. I got it all, bro, right here.
Actually, I might be able to. All right, let's start with the Bills -2.5 versus the Rams. We'll start with Nico. Who you like and why?
I like the Bills. I think they'll cover the spread. Two teams that are probably going to go far this year, but I really like the Bills this year. So I think Josh Allen is gonna take the win over Matt Stafford.
Can you speak? What are you speaking like? What
Bills
I gotta wind you up?
Spread. Bills to cover the spread. That's what I'm going with.
God, I'm gonna pass out. I like Josh Allen. God,
Bills
let's
to
go.
Bills to cover the spread.
Bills. Nick picks the Bills and the spread. John.
I pick the Bills. But I don't think I'm not taking the spread. I think the Bills win. No, wait, I'm sorry. I'll take the spread. I just don't think. Do we know Stafford? Do we know Stafford's good to go? Green for go Thursday?
Everything they've been saying is Stafford is fine. Okay. Whether that's 100% true or not, I don't know, but the Rams have given no indication that he's not good.
-2.5, though. I feel like that's going to change before Thursday. But for now, I'm going to take the Bills and the spread.
So the Bills. You're taking the Bills -2.5.
Taking the Bills. I'm taking the Bills, bro. I'm going to jot it down. Nick Bills, John Bills.
Tony Bills. Bills. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you pay my automobile?
If you did, maybe we could chill.
I don't think you do. So
okay.
You and me.
Week 1. All right. Next one.
All right.
T says Bills. Vince says Bills. No, Vince doesn't know yet. T says Bills. Brandon says Bills. What's Izzy? What are you taking? Izzy, what are you taking?
I think Izzy's taking the Rams.
No way, bro. She would never. She's taking the Bills, bro.
What? Say what?
She's taking the Bills. She would never take the Rams. But I could be wrong. But I'm thinking she's going Bills.
Tried to live good for nothing type of lover. Silly
right.
me.
Next game, please.
I found another.
We went from Locker Room Rant to 106 in Park. Let's go.
Who sang that? Is that like a 706 Girls or something?
Yeah, that's Destiny's Child.
Was it?
Yeah. That was the first one.
Good for them.
Jerry's taking
All right.
Bills.
Bills. Everyone's taking Bills. We got a song for this?
No.
No, not really.
No.
We don't really have a song for that. Okay. Bills. Let's go. Saints -5.5 at the Falcons. Nick.
I am going to take the Saints not to cover the spread, but the win. I feel like they could be underestimating the Falcons, and I feel like the Falcons might give them a little bit of a struggle, but I feel like the Saints pull it out in the end.
Tanya and Izzy say Falcons squared, bro. Tony, who you got, bro?
Oh, definitely. Without a doubt. On them Saints this year. Give me them Saints -5.5.
like I said, I'm kind of
Okay.
I don't know whether the Saints are going to be great or just not that good.
It doesn't matter. Drake London, Kyle Pitts.
Is
Could this
London
be a
even
trap
playing?
game? Could this be a trap game week 1 for the Saints?
Could be.
Could be. You know what? I'm going to go Falcons with my Niner family.
All right.
All right. Next.
Uh-oh. Let's start with first this song.
This is last. I hope you get the truth is, when Nick does this dance, a big part of me just kind of hopes that you get electrocuted. I don't care how. I kind of just want you to get electrocuted. I don't care if it's the laptop. I don't care how.
Can you fucking believe that we started an NFL season and that song still makes sense for the 49ers?
It doesn't.
I thought I would
retire.
I would retire that song forever, and no, it's back from the dead.
No, if he was starting on another team, we're definitely using it, but I would never have imagined it'd be used for this team.
I got the Niners to cover in case anybody gives a shit that might be paying attention.
I have the Niners winning but not covering.
So you're taking the Bears +7.
Yes.
That was almost like a bear right there. That was like right on cue.
That's Gemma. She's listening. She's trying her best.
She kind of looks somewhat.
It's like she got pissed at you when you made that picture stuff.
She's angry because I gave her a treat and now she's being a psycho and she's protecting it with all of her might.
I'm going to
She might eat me.
I don't want anybody in the chat to get pissed off. I'm taking the Bears. I think it's going to be like 21.
I don't understand how in God's name you're taking the Bears.
The
Doubt
Bears
my quarterback if you might, but my
+7.
defense
Bears
is
+7.
top 3.
You got to think, if they get a garbage touchdown, that means they were trailing by 14. 14 points is a good victory for you guys. Garbage time touchdown to take it to 7.
And what makes you think that Justin Fields even gets a chance? Our pass rush is absolutely a nightmare this year. I mean, he's going to get planted like a little Potter. It's going to get planted upside down.
He might be good.
Why are you gonna just can I never pick against the 49ers? I don't understand.
Always,
I'm
do
still
what
picking
you
them to
will.
win. I'm still picking them to win.
Okay, all right.
You see, now you're gonna rile everybody else up. Tanya's gonna have my ass. Izzy's gonna have my ass. Jerry already fucking egged my house outside.
Jerry already
Can't even have
TP'd.
Yeah, TP'd my house.
All right.
You can't even have an opinion around here.
What's your pick, Nick? Get it out, Nick.
I
Let's move
already
along.
made my pick. I picked the 49ers to win, but Bears to cover. So Bears.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what, Vince? Maybe they won't score a touchdown against the Bears. Offensive touchdown. They could throw a couple pick sixes.
Okay.
I mean, like Izzy says, it's gonna be Lance versus Fields. It's gonna be a big storyline this game. Sure. I feel like Fields might be a little better prepared for that.
In Chicago, he's got the home
Prepared
field
for what?
advantage.
Prepared to get his legs potentially snapped off?
I mean, the Bears have a pretty decent defense too.
They don't have a defense. They have a secondary that's good-ish. They got a linebacker. They got Roquan. They've got what's his name? The dude that was like third in pass rush. What the hell was he?
Robert Quinn.
Robert Quinn.
You guys remember, John? You guys were winning by like 40 last year, and you took your foot off the gas, and like Detroit came back and it damn near took that game.
Oh, Detroit. Yes, Detroit. Yes, that game was
first game of the year. You knocked the rust off.
In Detroit.
Well, we didn't have a secondary last year, and Jason Verrett went down with a knee injury. Elijah Mitchell Mostert got banged up. He was out for the season. This is a much more refined defense. Especially in the secondary. No, we don't have Ward.
Pretty
He's
decent.
on short-term IR. But we've got a secondary that is going to be just fine. I'm not worried about the Bears, bro. None.
Okay.
No.
Let's move on to This is bad news for John.
Why?
Oh.
Okay, I wish they could put these at least in alphabetical order.
Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Just shakes his head in disgust.
Disgust. Nick does these duck lips like he's like a 12-year-old girl in a photo booth, and it just freaks me out. Very uneasy feeling.
It is
really
creepy.
I think my finger wag has a good wave too.
That's barely a finger. That's like my big toe.
All right, Nick. Steelers at Bengals. Bengals -6.5. Division game. Who you like?
I'm gonna go with Bengals to cover. I think the Steelers are very good this year. The Bengals pretty much had their number all of last year. I don't see any reason why that changes. I take the Bengals at home, cover the spread.
Bengals at home to cover the spread. Trubisky got the start. He is named Week 1 starter
And team captain.
and team captain. How did he do that? Heard he was struggling. That's fine. It's not my place to judge.
The team captain.
I too take the Bengals to cover. That offense is nasty. And give them the respect that they deserve. They were in the Super Bowl.
As for me,
Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah.
give me the Steelers. I'll take Steelers and the points. 6.5 for a division game against those two teams. I think Najee Harris has enough in the tank to keep it at least close. Bengals probably end up winning, but give me the Steelers -6.5.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty good record. I know it didn't happen last year, but the team that loses the Super Bowl usually loses their opener of the next year.
That I'm not buying into that. I think you made that up.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck you just said.
He was speaking tongue.
The team that loses
He
the
does
Super
that.
Bowl usually loses their first game the next year.
Butterfly in the sky.
Remember that
I
thing
can go
we talked
twice as
about?
high.
You're doing it.
Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow. I can't go anywhere. Friends to know and
Actually,
ways
the
to grow.
Bengals probably
A
won
reading
the
rainbow.
Daniel,
I think they won the playoffs.
this song was for Daniel Caldron because he doesn't understand what the minus means. So we got to take Daniel to the casino and teach him how to cover.
Oh my god! Did you guys
Reading
hear?
Rainbow
Did you guys
for
hear the?
Nick. This was a reading rainbow for Nick and Daniel.
You remember when the lights would go down and your teacher would just wheel that big ass TV in your classroom
Love it.
and start playing Reading Rainbow?
Used to love it.
It was at that point where I had squinted enough to close my eyes for all. I couldn't see good. Reading Rainbow TV came out. I'm in the back. I'm squinting. I'm trying to see. I couldn't see. It just everything was blurry. It was at that moment I knew I needed glasses. It was bad.
Glasses.
I struggled so bad to see. It was at one point I found myself going like this just to like see a little more clear. And then of course, because my neighbor girl was sitting beside me, she was an Asian girl. She was like, "If this isn't nice, John, you're being mean." And I'm like, "I can't see. This is nothing. I'm not doing anything. This is not me imitating. I can't see. I just couldn't see. I was squinting." You've never been there? If you were a kid in school, in grade school, and you couldn't see, you were the kid in the back of the room, like second to last row, and you're doing this the entire time. The teacher eventually came to me after class and was like, "John, I'm noticing that you are squinting." Yes, especially when you turn out the lights and you bring that 26-inch television out strapped to a cart. I absolutely couldn't see it. No.
And we had Greek parents too, so they don't buy glasses. It's like the glasses didn't exist or something. Glasses and braces. That's why we're all got fucked up teeth and blind as a bat.
Yep.
Nick doesn't even know what he's agreeing to.
Vince.
Yep.
What the F is Reading Rainbow? Oh,
You don't know what Reading Rainbow is, Vince?
We are all.
I mean, if you didn't have Reading Rainbow, Vince, then you had like what was it? Hooked on Phonics? I don't understand. Reading
John.
Rainbow was like the legit.
John, did you get our last picks?
I did. I got. You
Bengals,
took
Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Nick and I took the Bengals to cover.
Eagles versus Lions. EAGLES. Who you got, Nick?
I'm actually going to take the Lions.
Oh.
I think the Eagles are in all over their head. I think the Lions are at home. I think the Lions have something to prove. I think Campbell's going to have them ready. Aiden Hutchinson's probably going to have a big day sacking Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Nick's taking the Eagles.
No, I'm taking the Lions.
Who is Lake
sorry.
City Fresh? Lake City Fresh.
Lake City Fresh is the is the rapper from Pittsburgh.
Oh man,
that's the dude that did Breezy's intro that I sent you.
That
like
looks
that?
like that picture looks legit. This guy's legit.
Lake City, what's up, family? All right, Nick took the Lions. Tony, who you got?
Breezy's intro was sick. I love that intro.
Yep.
It's like like I'm watching like an actual music video. I loved it. I'm going with boy. I love the heart of the Lions. I love the coaching staff. I love DeAndre Swift. I think he can run all over the Eagles. But damn, I think the Eagles are something special this year.
The Eagles' run defense is going to be sick, though.
It was like 32nd. They were like 30th last year.
Did you forget who they got in the draft?
I know they got Jordan Davis. I get it, but DeAndre Swift is sick. I'm going. Who'd you guys go with?
I went with the Lions.
John?
I'm taking Philadelphia all day and twice on Sunday.
I'm going Philly. Let's go.
That entire defense, they're
Who's
they're
MCDC?
I know ACDC.
I like that
JT,
one.
you gotta spell it, brother. We're too old for this shit.
Yeah, we don't do acronyms.
All right.
I got a funny story I'll be able to tell you guys next week. But all right, Patriots versus a fan favorite team of the show when it comes to sound effects. The Patriots versus the Dolphins. If that don't make you feel good about your day, nothing will. Okay. Patriots versus Dolphins. Dolphins -3.5. Let's start with Johnny.
See, I actually have the Dolphins. I'm just not sold on Tua. This game right here, I'm going to take the Patriots to upset the Dolphins week 1.
Nick?
I am sold on Tua, at least a little bit. I'm going to go Dolphins. Cover.
Tua couldn't hit water if he was sitting in the boat. You understand?
Say it again.
He's inaccurate. He's a shorter Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay.
You're taking the Dolphins?
That means he's going to hit the guys on a bunch of crossing routes, and they'll take it to the house.
Are you taking them to cover?
Yes.
Quickly.
Yes.
Okay. Tony, who you got?
Them fucking Patriots been laying in the weeds way too quietly this year on the offseason, way too quietly throughout the draft. Didn't make any splashes during the offseason this year. That is when they attack. Mark me down for the Patriots. Not only do I think they'll cover, but I think they'll win. But mark me down for Patriots.
Patriots to cover and to win. Okay.
Okay.
Next
game. The Ravens versus, I think I got a new one here. We're going to have to delete that because I couldn't really tell what the hell they were saying. But that was the Jets, Jets. Ravens -7 at the Jets. Who you like, Johnny?
I am going to. I see. Nick, you go. I got to think this through. Nick, it's your turn.
All right. Try and take some time so you can get some deep thought on that.
I'm not really sold on Lamar trying to negotiate his own terms right now. I think he's going to be like. I think he's not going to be. I don't think he's going to be invested. I think I might. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead. I'll go next. Go ahead.
You know, I'm actually going to take the Jets on this one. I don't think the Ravens are that good. I think their defense, I think the Jets' defense might be a little better than everyone thinks they'll be. They weren't terrible last year. They get Zach Wilson. They'll probably have Zach Wilson back. They got a couple more weapons this year. I think the Jets could pull the upset. There's a lot of stuff going on with the Ravens right now, so I think they might be a little off their game, especially the first game.
Nick's going Jets.
If you would give me like options, I wouldn't have been able to say what that was.
No,
I
that
would.
was just.
I mean,
that was
it's like the 80s.
If that was just randomly like played at a random time in my life, I would think that was like maybe a plane taking off.
That's the Jets. That is the infamous chant.
Yeah, that sounds like people like playing like records behind trying to get the devil like on Led Zeppelin or whatever.
Playing records
it wasn't Led
backwards.
Zeppelin. It was
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. That's it.
Anyways,
All right,
John, I'll
so
give you a
the
little
chat-
bit more
the chat
time.
is taking the Ravens. Majority is taking the Ravens. Tony,
I'm going Ravens.
wait. Izzy's got the Jets. Nick's got the Jets. I got the Jets. JT Campbell, did you pick the Jets? No, I don't see so. Vince, who'd you pick?
I got news for you guys.
Vince
The
is still on the backside.
Jets ain't no good. The Jets ain't no good.
That's not true.
Baltimore had everybody hurt last year. They're getting everybody back. They're going to make a playoff run. I think
Joey, what's up?
they're going to be playing the Bills in the AFC Championship. I'm big on the Ravens. Lamar's betting on himself, and
Lamar cannot do that. Lamar's not. He is distracted. This is not good for Lamar. This is not. Only Richard Sherman can negotiate the terms of his contract. I trust not a singular human being outside of Sherman.
The only one.
No one. He's the only one I believe. You know why? Because he's cerebral. He's smart. I don't think Lamar's very smart.
I'm going Ravens in a bloodbath. I'm going to say like 37 to like 3, like a bloodbath.
No. I'm taking the Jets by 2 touchdowns. And not for nothing, but I do believe that the Jets, I say what you will. You guys and some members of the chat said that Flacco was fried, but I believe that he can dink and dunk just enough to get this
Flacco may
offense.
not be the quarterback.
Who is?
They might get Zach Wilson back for the first game.
No. That's a risk. That's a risk. It's like an unnecessary risk week 1. I would go Flacco, and I still think they could beat the Ravens with Flacco. I believe it. Tony, who you got?
I got the Ravens in a bloodbath. Izzy always finds a way to bring up Greg Roman.
Greg Roman, he's exposed, dude. There's not much more he can do with Lamar. There is not much more he can do. Roman's style, his style is it's old. It's old now, bro. Nobody's gonna. Lamar is athletic, and he can still sling it. But Roman is not going to surprise anyone this season. I'm telling you that right now. I don't even have the Ravens winning the division this year.
All right.
I have them actually below the Browns.
Ooh.
I have the Ravens at the bottom of the division.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Next game on the slate. Jaguars versus Commanders. And I shit you not, when I was typing these names into the banners, I was like, who the fuck's the Commanders? I almost just put Washington. It's just it's like I don't know. That's a stupid name, I feel like, but all right. Jaguars at the Commanders. Commanders -2.5 favorites. Who you got, Johnny?
Under Doug, what the hell did we say his name
Doug
was?
Peterson.
Doug Peterson. I'm going to take the Jags. I'm going to take the Jags to upset the Commanders.
This pick brought to you by Squirt. Delicious grapefruit soda.
He's such a piece of shit. Don't do that.
I actually think the Jags are going to be like sneaky good this year. Might be a bad thought, but I think they're going to be sneaky good this year.
No, there's people that agree.
I think
Vince agrees.
I think they beat the Commanders and cover the spread.
Doug was a winning Doug was a winning Super Bowl coach.
Yeah, but he kind of lost within 2 years, and they fired his ass. It doesn't mean he's not good, but
I do like Sirianni, but I can't say for sure that I like Sirianni better than him.
Sirianni's the worst coach in the NFL right now.
That's not true. That is absolute bullshit.
It's horrible.
All right. So you guys both took the Jags.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Both took the Jagovs.
Jags.
Let me go. Shit. I feel like this is going to be a really close game. Toilet bowl. Fuck. Give me the Commanders.
The cover?
No. Give me the Jags.
All right.
Second
Jags. Okay.
No, I'm going Jags. Fuck. I can't.
All right.
Carson Wentz. And they still got Chase is still injured, right? Chase Young?
I have to see. I checked on him a week ago, and then I got distracted. I don't even remember what I read. So I need to look back on that. But for now, it doesn't change anything.
Okay. Nick, here we go.
Here we go again. It's the Cleveland Browns and it's first and 10.
So get on your feet and let the games begin. Here we go again.
Who you like?
This is the easiest call of the whole thing. Browns are going to bloodbath them. They're going to
I mean-
bloodbath the Panthers. Sorry,
Okay.
JT. It's going to happen. Browns are being very, very undervalued at this point in time. The Panthers aren't a very good team right now. The Browns have what's going to be a dominant defense, and they still have Nick Chubb and a great offensive line and some underrated weapons. Easiest call of the day.
Easiest call of the day. Nick goes Brownies. John, who you like, buddy?
I think I'm going to take the Panthers to upset the Browns.
It's not really an upset. Panthers are favored.
Yeah, but they're at home, so they automatically get this. If they weren't at home, this would totally be a -1.5 Cleveland, or maybe even 2.5. But that being said, I'm going to take Carolina. And because this is Nick's favorite team, I feel like I should give a score prediction. So I'm going to attach that with an asterisk to mine. Nick, do you want to give a score prediction?
30-10.
You wish, bro.
Big games from Chubb and Hunt.
All right, I'm going Panthers 27-9. I'm going to take Panthers 27, Cleveland. If Brissett can't get this offense rolling, I think you guys score. I think Chubb and Hunt get you in the. I'm going to say 27-14.
By the way, Chase Young is on the pup for the first 4 games.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I got Travis Etienne running all over that team.
Yeah, I'm going Panthers. And I mean, CMC, Nick. I mean, I get the Baker thing. Like, Baker's gonna, try to play his balls off. But CMC, buddy, and that defense is nothing to fuck with either. Give me the
Secondary.
Panthers. Give me the Panthers. And if I was going to do a score prediction, I'd say 24-20 Panthers.
Here's the thing. CMC is the exact type of running back that the Browns are definitely equipped to stop.
JT said 49-7.
I love you, man, but we got to dial that back. I mean, listen, take it while you're ahead, bro.
We're gonna have problems with those guys running up the middle. Like,
Jerry
CMC is the guy that bounces to the outside. We got guys.
Izzy took the Panthers. T took the Panthers. Joey said bake those brownies, so he took the Panthers. Vince took the Panthers. The whole chat took the Panthers.
Well,
this is the game. See,
wrong.
I don't have a whole lot of faith in Baker, but there's something about this particular game versus the Browns that I think Baker goes off this game.
Okay.
Brissett, I'm not sold on Brissett after watching the preseason. If they want to actually move the ball upfield, it's got to be Chubb, Hunt, and maybe the rookie Dobbs.
I got news for you guys.
Should. He was electric.
Baker is surrounded by the most talent by far that he's had in the NFL so far.
Oh, yeah.
Nick,
I don't know. The defense.
Anderson
Myles
and
Garrett's
Moore.
pretty
Anderson
scary.
and Moore are better receivers than he ever played with at Cleveland. I take both those guys over Jarvis Landry and Odell.
First of all, Anderson's probably was almost about to get cut.
Jarvis Landry didn't score a touchdown until like week 11. He showed up. It might have even been 14. It might have even been way late.
Anderson's their third receiver.
And no matter what you say to me, CMC is a better pass catching back than Chubb and Hunt combined. I know Hunt's good, but he's no CMC. That's the biggest weapon there is in the NFL if he could stay healthy. So he surrounded himself with talent, and I think they just can outscore Cleveland. I don't think Cleveland's going to be able to keep up with the scoring output.
Okay.
But you know what? I've been wrong before.
Hey, do we have a sound effect for my man Nick at the Chiefs Kingdom Live podcast?
I
Do you have
think we
anything
do.
for
Is
the
it,
Chiefs?
I think we do. I think it is his birthday, isn't it? I think it might be his birthday.
This is probably not Nick's birthday.
Nick, is it your birthday? Congratulations.
Nick, really, the only problem here is that Tony and Nick very badly want to sing Happy Birthday, and it's a pirate Happy Birthday song. So it's a little uncomfortable. So settle in. You may want to close your eyes.
I do have a sound effect for the Chiefs, and it goes like this.
Welcome, Nick, from the Chiefs Kingdom Live.
I texted John and Nick the other day. I was literally yesterday. I was watching that divisional round game, Bills and Chiefs, and I watched it, and I was still like, the Bills are gonna win this, right? Like it still didn't fucking sink in how they lost that game. It's like the 15th time. Probably the 15th time I've watched it since the games happened, and I'm like, and Tony Romo was calling that game, and Romo was like, "Wow, the Bills finally got over that hump when they scored the touchdown with 13 seconds left." He's like, "They finally got over that hump. Congratulations, Buffalo! Finally got over the hump." And then the other guy calling the game with him was like, "Well, there still is 13 seconds left." And I'm like, "You sons of bitches! You sons of."
They're like, realistically, you have to get to the 45 to get any chance of Buckley to get the field goal.
Well, I mean, it wasn't exactly the most. It wasn't the most friendly welcome to the show, Nick, but it was almost 13 seconds long.
All right, Colts -7 versus the Texans. Who you got, Nick?
I'm going to go with the Colts. I think Texans aren't good, and I think they're going to get a big dose of Jonathan Taylor. You know, Matt Ryan's good enough to basically run the helm. And, Carson Wentz did okay with them last year. I think Matt Ryan's a little bit of an improvement. I think the Colts should easily beat the Texans. Cover the spread.
Johnny, you're on them Colts, buddy. Who you like?
You know, we don't even have to ask. Pencil me in, -7 Colts. I believe in Matt Ryan. Best thing to happen to Indianapolis' team under center. We are going Matt Ryan all day. I'm telling you, Indianapolis is going to be phenomenal with Matt Ryan under the helm there. Who you got, bro?
I think the Texans could be this year's Detroit Lions from last year. I think they're going to play people tough. I think they're going to hang into games, but ultimately have a dog shit record and lose those games. Having said that, mark me down for the Colts because they're not fucking staying in this one.
I just don't believe in Davis Mills.
I do.
I think Goff is a good enough quarterback to keep your team afloat. I don't think Davis Mills is.
I don't know, man.
I don't know where the hype has gotten. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's shitty.
I feel like he was probably, stats-wise, the best rookie quarterback last year.
I still think that Mac Jones took that, bro.
Mac Jones was the best. He was the number one rookie quarterback. But, the other teams were dog shit, had dog shit talent around them. Like, the Texans don't have absolute dog shit around them, but they're still pretty bad.
So Tony's taking the Texans? Tony and Izzy taking the Texans?
No, Tony's not taking the Texans. Mark,
He's saying Colts.
Colts. All right, Indy across the board. You
I
taking
got
them to
no
cover?
balls. I got no balls.
You taking the -7 or no?
Yeah, Colts. Mark me down for Colts.
Okay. That was good.
Yeah, I'd take Davis Mills over Jacoby Brissett any day, JT.
No way. No way.
Good take on that.
Jacoby Brissett's just not showing me that he's got it, bro.
Listen, Jacoby Brissett's what Jacoby Brissett is, what he's always been. Always been a high quality backup, and he can play. I mean, he hasn't done terrible in this league.
Tyrod Taylor, Jacoby Brissett.
Tyrod Taylor.
Okay. It's not a high quality backup.
I
But,
feel
I mean,
like John
both of those
thought he was gonna get an argument out of that one.
Both of those guys.
No, I actually thought that Nick would honestly
Both of those-
say Tyrod
Me too.
Taylor over Jacoby
Both
Brissett.
of those guys are high quality backups. Tyrod Taylor's probably even a little better than a high quality backup. He's like a borderline starter. Like he's been
Guy
a starter
gives
in this league
he just
before.
has fluke injuries, man.
Yeah.
That shit with like his appendix last year or whatever that
Like
was.
wasn't he on the Texans last year and they were doing pretty well?
Yeah.
And then he got
Yeah.
hurt and then they stunk with Davis Mills.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not. There's
Tyrod
Brandon
Taylor
Cooks
took
is
Buffalo.
there.
Tyrod Taylor took Buffalo to the playoffs one year.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
All right.
Giants versus
Jake-
Titans.
Ooh, shit.
Nick, we'll start with you. John needs his time.
I don't need a lot of time.
I'm gonna go with the Titans. I think the Titans are gonna beat up the Giants pretty bad. And then they're gonna go with big dose of Mr. Henry. And I don't think they're gonna be able to do anything about it.
Giants
You
defense.
overvalue Henry.
Giants defense was nothing to fuck with. I'm just
Exactly.
throwing that out. Little teaser for my pick coming up.
I think their secondary is pretty good, but I don't necessarily think their front seven is good.
Okay. John?
The Titans lost their edge rusher. They don't have A.J. Brown anymore. We don't know how Treylon Burks is going to be. But the Giants have no quarterback. Saquon is a toss-up. There's really nobody to receive the ball. I'm going to take the Titans, but not to cover.
So you're taking the Giants.
No. I just don't think they'll cover the spread.
So that's in essence the Giants.
So you mark yourself down for the Giants.
I'm just taking the Titans to win.
Yeah, we know what you're doing, but in essence it's the Giants. For the sake of the argument. For the sake of the score.
For the sake of the argument, correct. You got me. But the Titans win.
Okay. I'm taking the Giants because I just think they're going to be able to lose by less than 5.5. I continue to underestimate the Titans, and they continue to prove me wrong. They were very banged up last year. At times, you had A.J. Brown gone and Derrick Henry gone, and they were still winning games. Weren't they the number 1 seed last year in the AFC?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And with all the injuries that they had to their superstars. Having said that, I think the Titans end up winning, but I'm going to have the Giants cover. So mark me down for the Giants.
Did you see what Izzy put there? Basically, they don't have a team. They might have a kicker and a long snapper at this point.
Yeah, but Izzy also just really hates the Giants.
Yeah, but she lives there. She's very close. She knows the ins and outs of that
She
destruction.
does.
She's from
franchise.
Jersey. She hates New York.
She hates the Giants, though. I'm just saying.
She hates those rich uppity people up in New York. The
Speaking
city
of teams Izzy hates, pesky Green Bay Packers -1.5 versus the Vikings. Nick, who you like?
I'm going with Mr. Rogers. He's going to prove that he doesn't necessarily need Mr. Devontae Adams in his life, and he is going to beat the Vikings.
What?
And I also think that that the Packers will probably be among the better teams in the league this year, especially in the NFC.
Okay, John.
I'm taking the Vikings to spank them, to beat the living shit out of them.
Okay.
Lazard has an undisclosed situation that nobody knows about. So we don't even know if Lazard's going to be available. Romeo Dobbs is young. Last I heard, Rodgers was annoyed because these guys weren't timed on their routes properly. I just think that this is not.
He's been talking the shit out of Romeo Dobbs, though.
Okay, you could talk him up all you want. That doesn't mean he plays football the way you need him to. I believe that Romeo Dobbs will be a talent in this league, but this season, dude, the Vikings win this division this year. They're going to beat the Packs twice. It's not even a discussion right now for me. I'm not sold on Green Bay.
It's a confident John, oozing with confidence over there.
Mm-hmm. I think Rodgers is still hung over on his ayahuasca retreat.
Oh, here we go.
Which I told you guys 100 times over again. I would like to do it. We should do it. We should do it.
All right.
I think JT Campbell said he'd go. I think JT said he would go with me.
JT will go with you, buddy.
And probably maybe Joey too. Vince, how you feel about taking a retreat? Scramble our brains a little bit, bro. I bet you Denise would go. And Mariah. And Nick, I see you switching that burner. JT says he's going, bro.
Ayahuasca retreat.
I don't even know if I'm saying it right. It just sounds right. It sounds good.
That's close enough.
From the lakes of
I walked up to the shores of
You never do that again, Nick. That's
listen,
awful.
My pick for this game is crystal clear. We're going with the Minnesota Vikings. If I knew how to gritty, I would be doing it right now in my basement on camera, but I can't do it. Give me the Vikings.
Look at this. Look at
Justin
this. The
Jefferson.
whole chat's going with me. You guys are going to miss out.
Justin
on
Jefferson.
A trip for a lifetime. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this chat, fellas. You see this? Everyone's going on this retreat. We are all going. Vince just needs a break from the kids. Vince, you might come back and not know who they are. They might be complete strangers when we're back.
Joey's telling me to do the gritty. It's the worst when you see a fat bald guy trying to do a cool dance.
Dude, you remember when Schefter tore his meniscus doing the gritty? That's Tony.
I'd definitely tear a hamstring or two. Nick, do it real quick.
I don't even know what the gritty is.
Give it a try.
I have no clue what it is.
Listen. I need to pour myself a glass. You get to YouTube it, Google it. You get 25 seconds. So get together. You got 10 seconds on the YouTube. You got 10 seconds on the You got 10 seconds on the YouTube infomercial.
John,
I need Nick to do the gritty.
Let's be realistic. Give Nick.
Yes.
Take the rest of the show off. Take the next 10 minutes of the show off. Watch the YouTube video how to do the gritty, and then in the next 10 minutes, practice a few times. Turn your camera off. Practice a few times, and then show us what you got.
Yeah, I'll help you out. All right, let's do it.
This would be so awesome if we could get him to do that. I will really.
He'll spell it wrong. He'll do something completely different. It'll probably get us kicked off YouTube. Let's just hope he followed our instructions. Next on the docket.
Next on the docket, we got the Chiefs minus 6.5 versus the Cardinals. I don't even know. What are you thinking on this one? You want me to go first?
Okay, so my man over there, my homie, aka known as Kingdom Live, that's Nick from the podcast over there in KC. They're struggling to designate running back one. Pacheco, McKinnon, Hilaire. They don't. It could be just a stable of backs. So that's a committee of running backs there. There's no one that's really going to be the ball carrier for sure.
Buffalo does that shit though. Buffalo does that. You don't really need a
but at least but they have had actually I guess Buffalo and Kansas City both suck at picking running backs. McKinnon couldn't produce in San Francisco. He was a star in the playoffs for them. I hate the Cardinals though. Like I hate Arizona. I hate Cliff Kingsbury. I'm going to take the Chiefs. Don't disappoint me, Kelsey. Don't disappoint me.
I'm
with you, T. I can't stand both teams. But for the sake of the show, I hate Arizona. I have nightmares of 2019. I still have scars, but I really show my support at the Kingdom Live podcast because I love those guys.
I personally think you are going to see an extremely different Kansas City Chiefs offense.
For the better or worse?
I just think it's going to be different. I don't know if it's going to be. Okay. I don't see it being better. You are going to see why Tyreek Hill was so good in this offense. When you remove that type of electric piece of your offense, you can't replicate what he brought to that team. There's no way you're going to take a step in the right direction with removing a guy like that. Watching that divisional game and the shit that guy does on the football field was just unreplaceable. And you do not replace a guy like that and come back and your offense is just going to stay the same, or some people say improve. The offense is going to be improved. How? When you have that guy taken off your team. I'm excited to play the Chiefs this year. I'm very excited to play the fucking Chiefs this year. I'm excited to play the fucking Chiefs in the playoffs. And I got news for you. Ain't happening this year, buddy.
But you're leaving out one important piece. That challenge, Andy Reid, bro. Dude's just an aerial genius.
He is.
Still got Patrick Mahomes.
Still got Mahomes. You still got weapons. You still got Andy Reid.
Sky Moore.
I think your defense. I think the defense took a step in the wrong direction, and they lost their most electric player, maybe in the entire NFL.
Who? I thought you were going to say Charvarius Ward.
No, listen,
you guys underplayed Charvarius Ward. Kansas City fans, that was a punch to the gut. That one hurt the team. That one hurt the team. So I know that missing Charvarius Ward, it hurts the secondary.
And Honey Badger.
I forgot about Honey Badger.
He missed a few games, whatever, but he brought a lot to that fucking team off the field as well, on the sidelines, in the locker room. That dude was a leader on that team.
Amazing.
He brought kind of like an edge to them, like a little. That made them a little edgy.
He didn't bring that much because they didn't consider keeping him. They could have. They didn't.
We'll see. We'll see when he's gone. Now he's with.
They
with
replaced
New
him with
Orleans.
what's his name? Not Jordan or hell is that dude's name? Come on, somebody help me. Who did you guys, Nick, in the chat? Who did you guys replace Charvarius Ward with? Is a young kid, right? Justin Reed. Thank you, Vince. Justin Reed. So, I mean, it went younger. It's not like, it's not crazy. I think it's their offensive line. They do have Karlaftis, that Greek kid.
They drafted him, right? 30th overall.
Yes.
Listen,
He's on the defensive line.
I'm not saying the Chiefs are going to be in last place.
I think their offensive line.
I'm not saying they're going to miss the playoffs. All I'm saying is your team, when you take a guy like Tyreek Hill off your team, you take a step back. That's all I'm saying.
You won a Super Bowl. It's not like, they won a Super Bowl not long ago. Let's just not pretend like they just – it makes it a little easier to take a step back after you win a Super Bowl within the last 5 years. Let's just say.
I think
you know what, though? He won that Super Bowl when he was in his rookie deal, right? Before he got paid.
Yeah.
And now when he has to get paid, watch the pieces from that Super Bowl team start dwindling away, like your Tyreek Hill, your defensive stars. They're starting to dwindle away, and then the window starts closing. That's how this shit works. That's why
Tyreek Hill wanted paid.
Well,
Tyreek Hill, he wanted paid. He went to Miami and he got the bag. They took him. Kansas City, obviously. I mean, the way that contract is structured for Patrick Mahomes is it's not like a world beater. It's just it looks crazy. But I think that if they wanted to keep Tyreek Hill, they would have. For whatever reason, Tyreek Hill wanted out, wanted to go, wanted to get paid. So he went to Miami. And I think he's going to resent that move. I love Mike McDaniel. I don't believe in Tua. I just don't.
I think he's going to be drying his eyes out with $100 bills. Listen, I think the Chiefs got one of the steals of the draft in Sky Moore. I think Sky Moore is going to fit perfectly on that team. It may not be immediate, so I'm not saying Sky Moore is going to kill the Cardinals, but at some point in time, Sky Moore will be in this offense. He will be starting, and he will be making a difference. Losing Tyreek Hill obviously is going to hurt a little bit, but I think the receiving core in general is better this year. Obviously, they don't have nearly that top-tier talent, but I think they have more spread-out talent.
Wait, who's the third most tenured guy on the team? Mahomes?
No, he's saying Tyreek Hill.
He's the third most tenured guy on the team.
I think he meant he was the third. I think he meant that it was
He's
time
saying
to go.
Mahomes. He's saying Mahomes is the third most tenured guy on the team. He's only been in the league for 4 years.
Oh,
no, he's been in the league more than that.
I think this is his 5th year.
No, this would be 2019. He won a Super Bowl. That was.
He got drafted.
He was his third most tenured.
He was drafted the year before Baker Mayfield was drafted,
and sat behind.
He's been in the league for 6 years.
This will be his 6th.
Yes.
That's not a lot to be your third most tenured person.
I mean, 6 year, 6 year vet.
JT, you are right. Andy Reid's mustache is number 1.
So okay, so
I think the Chiefs are going to cover.
Chiefs are going to cover.
Let's get back.
I think Mahomes is going to show that he's still one of the top dogs.
John, who'd you take?
Kansas City.
I'm going to go Cardinals.
And Havoc wants to know if Arizona starts off hot with D-Hop suspension.
It'd be sure nice to have D-Hop, but I think they still have
Hollywood
the
Brown.
weapons. I think they got weapons to help out. I think James Conner is going to run the ball down the Chiefs' throat this weekend. I'm going to take James Conner and the Cardinals. Maybe not to win, but definitely that 6.5 is looking good in my
I don't think
eyes.
James Conner's that good. I think he especially like in fantasy football, he gets a lot of touchdowns. But I don't think he is a dynamic running back.
I don't know why we're having this conversation.
Normally, when you get a lot of touchdowns, that means you're pretty fucking good.
No, that just means put it
Nick,
in.
who did you take?
I took the Chiefs.
All right.
Chiefs, and Cardinals. Next, we got the Raiders versus. I think I have. Yeah.
And now go Chargers, go.
Little Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Go Chargers, go.
I don't know. Did Hollywood Brown suffer any consequences for that crazy shit?
For what?
The dude was doing just under 200 miles an hour.
No, I don't think. I think he's fine. I haven't heard
okay.
him being suspended.
Browns will sign him soon.
I don't think he was bounced. I just think. I agree with Izzy. I wonder if there was anything that All right, let's go.
I think
Tony.
I think this is gonna be a high scoring game.
I got a different. I got the opposite feeling, but go ahead.
Really? I think this is gonna be a shootout. But I feel like the Chargers are gonna take it.
Okay, that's slow ass talking result there. What do you got, Johnny?
Man, this is tough. The Raiders are definitely a bit stronger this season, but the Chargers, they're only -3 because they're at home. Oh.
I think this is a good.
I'm going to take the Chargers because I fucking hate the Raiders. So, fuck the Raiders. I'm taking the Chargers. I believe in Herbert.
I am going against you guys a lot today.
Nick, can both teams lose? Those are his division. That's his division.
I can see this one, but I just feel like the Chargers have a little better of a defense. They might not
so you're going with Chargers today or what?
Yeah, I'm going with Chargers.
All right, Nick gets the Chargers. Tony?
Give me the Raiders.
Look what you've done, Nick. He's fucking sleeping, waiting on you. Okay. Tony took the Raiders. All right.
Buccaneers -2.5 versus Cowboys. Here's my Buccaneers.
Don't say it, Nick. You got that stupid fucking smirk on your face. Don't say it. I know what you're gonna do.
What do you mean?
Oh, I know what you're gonna do. And I'm not gonna give you the door so you can use that one line.
John, who you like in this one, buddy?
Tony's setting me up so that Nick can use the line on me, bro. I don't really know how I feel about the Buccaneers right now. They're down a couple centers. Tom's got his head in his ass. Just realized that he's in his 40s. You know what? I'm going to take the Cowgirls. I'm going to take the Cowgirls to win. I'm taking the Cowgirls.
Nick, who you got?
I'm not going to bet against Brady. I'm going to go Buccaneers. What?
Okay.
That's it?
What do you want me to say?
He's stuttering. It doesn't matter. Irrelevant. Go ahead, Tony. Make your pick.
All right. The Buccaneers, you bucking bitch. To cover.
I am going to go.
Your ass.
Give me the Buccaneers. I don't know. Shit.
See, I was gonna say that, but something tells me when I go with my heart, I'm always wrong. I get screwed when I go with my heart, because I even bet against them with money, and then they end up winning, and it bites me in the ass. So for the sake of this, I'm still taking the Cowgirls to beat the Buccaneers, because Godwin is still coming back from that injury. They don't have any protection up the middle, right? So I don't know, man. Tony, who'd you take?
I took the Buccaneers, but I'm not really high on either of these teams this year, to be honest. But going with Thomas and Thomas the Tank and the Buccaneers.
You bucking bitch.
You bucking bitch.
See, I would bring you on. I really would, but we're pressed for time tonight. I got a draft I got to do after, and it's a late one. I really would.
Broncos -6.5 versus Seahawks. Nick.
Broncos cover.
I will bring up all your comments though. Broncos?
Yep.
Nick?
Isn't it kind of crazy? Like the two biggest quarterback moves of the year are playing their former teams first week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. I really don't. It makes me wonder just how strategic they are in all of the shit that trickled for all this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking garbage. Pisses me off. Anybody know how consistent McManus is? Because I took him in a couple drafts this week.
Pretty good. And he's got that mile high error. Get a few more yards out of that. I'm going Broncos in a bloodbath. I think it's Russ playing right back at home in Seattle. Give me Broncos.
What's his motto? Let's ride. What does he say?
I didn't know Russ had a motto.
Yeah, it was like, where have you been? What the fuck are you doing? I might not remember it word for word, but I mean, shit, I know he has one. It's corny as hell. Everybody's making fun of him. Bronco country, let's ride, or the hell does he say? Doesn't matter.
Saddle up.
Yeah, saddle up. That's it. How could I forget? Jesus, shut up, Nick. Saddle up. That's exactly it. You don't even have a clue what I'm talking about, but you pull saddle up out of your ass.
You kept asking me like I should know it.
That's it.
Broncos, saddle up. Why not?
That's it, Mariah. Bronco country. Let's ride.
You took a shot. You missed.
You did. Saddle up.
At least you took a shot.
Jesus.
I tried. That's all that counts.
Dude, you suck so bad, and it's kind of funny. I'll give you that. Saddle up was not it, obviously. Broncos country, let's ride. And he said it, and like everybody was mocking him. You're just smiling. Saddle up's better for you, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
The saddle up's good.
Good. Shove it in your ass.
Broncos country, let's ride. Saddle up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
Nick, are you ready for? Tanya wants to know if you're ready for your dance.
No, I don't know how to do that dance.
I just told you could practice.
Yeah, I'm not practicing that today.
Why?
Because I can't. It's not. I'm not Fred Astaire. I can't just do things automatically after just watching them once.
Oh, that's too bad. Settle up, Buttercup. All right. Oh, who gave him the controls, bro?
Wait, how's he have control?
Oh, I got control.
Gave him the controls.
I got control.
I never gave him control.
I got control.
Oh, that's terrible. We got to give it.
Well,
Listen,
you put me in timeout, it's because I choose to be there.
I will shut the whole fucking show down just to shut you off. And there's not a goddamn thing you can do after that because you don't even know how to launch the show. So keep your fingers off the launch button, bro. When I remove you, it's because you need to do the gritty. Now learn it and do it.
I'm not sitting down the rest of the show and learning to do the gritty.
Okay.
Listen, JT Campbell said you at least have to try.
Well,
Just try.
If the Vikings win next game,
then this is terrible. This dude, you.
Why does he have control now? It doesn't make sense. He never had it.
Don't know, and I can't believe that he does have controls. He shouldn't. He really shouldn't. Take your fucking hand off the wheel.
There's only one song I can dance to.
Okay, it can't be the Macarena because YouTube literally almost removed us. We're in YouTube jail, thanks to you.
You have to pretend like you just scored a game-winning touchdown, and you have to do your end zone dance, which is the gritty.
And you have to stand on the couch to do it. You got to do it across the couch.
It's too technical. I can't do it across the couch.
You don't have to do it across the couch. That's ridiculous.
You were fucking posing. You were posing like some Fruit of the Loom model during the draft.
It's like lay on the couch.
Aim your camera down like you do when you do the dueling banjos and point the camera at your nuts. Aim the camera down and do the gritty.
I don't know how to do the gritty. I've never seen the gritty.
Tony, his setup right now is legit one of those folding lunch tables that you bring to a child when they're eating and watching cartoons.
Mm-hmm. Works well.
You can't make this shit up.
Hold on.
Hillbilly.
We're getting you guys bring up a topic. Bring up another topic.
I took the Broncos, if anybody gave a fuck.
Was that the last game?
Yeah.
All right.
So we're just waiting for you to do the gritty.
I'm not doing the gritty.
You got to try.
I'm not trying. You try.
You're the fucking dancing gnome of this whole fucking charade.
I need time to do stuff. I take pride in what I do. It's not just one of a whim, the stuff that I do.
You're terrible. No one wants to see your nut shots. So there'll be no dueling banjos.
There's a lot of thought process behind all my dances.
Do you guys have any final thoughts before we get out of here?
You guys want to wrap it up? I thought we'd talk about maybe like some fantasy. Most everyone
got a few minutes. Knock it out.
Most everyone got their fantasy. Maybe some picks that you think are going to be pretty good or pretty influential in the season. I think that Sky Moore later is a good pick. I think Alec Pierce is one that's running really far under the radar. He's probably going to be the second receiver in Indy, and he might actually be better than Michael Pittman. You can get him like real super late. Any other guys you guys want to mention?
Romeo Dobbs, I picked up a few in a few leagues. I'm targeting him pretty much real late in the late 10, 11. I got him today earlier at I think it was like a 12 round value. I don't know how he dropped there with Lazard suspect. I don't know what happened.
I think Dobbs can actually probably be the number one there because I'm not a big believer in Lazard.
Here we go, buddy.
Vince, I did. I took Njoku, Chubb, and Hunt. So just 3. Took 3.
See you later, Justin Jefferson. Have a day.
Can you do that, Nick, across the couch?
I don't know. There's different. I don't know how the feet go. I'd have to look at it in slow motion.
You just hop around like an idiot. It's how you normally dance.
Right. There's a method to that.
You make fucking duck lips like a 12-year-old girl on TikTok, but you won't try the gritty.
His third touchdown of the season, and what a drive by
Kill him. look at that.
And
Browns.
Sark is
Browns
in.
players.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. A well-designed, beautiful.
Maybe I'll do it
run.
next week.
You got it?
Stays in for the
Yeah, no.
touchdown.
Next
Makes
study.
up
Later, Nick. Thanks for coming, brother.
Jalen
Appreciate your support.
Richard for the score, and the Raiders.
Come on, AJ. Duh. First game back.
Man, I'm not
Find
going to
anyone, and his pass is going to be in the end zone, caught for the touchdown. Russell Gage.
Russell Gage.
Yeah, can't get the idea.
I'm not doing it today. It's not going to happen.
Stop being a little bitch.
Some of that bush apple you might have.
Maybe.
Cheap ass. And cheap ass.
Tony, you got a sleeper for us, or just anyone that you're drafting pretty heavily? Tone?
Havoc, you guys just have our number, buddy. Titans just have the Bills' number. I can't explain it. They just have our number. You don't have to give me shit. We're boys. I won't give you shit if we win. Why you gonna give me shit if you win? It's not fair, Havoc. Let's not give each other shit. We're boys. Smoke cigs. That's what we do. We smoke cigs together. If you guys win, we'll smoke some cigs. If we win, we'll smoke some cigs. That's what we do. Do I have any fantasy sleepers? Is that what you're asking?
Sleepers are just people you're picking, like you're targeting.
I have Sammy Watkins in every single league that I have.
Might not be a bad pick.
I think Sammy Watkins is going to find the fountain of youth playing with Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Devontae Adams did an interview a couple weeks ago, and he said something along the lines of, I now realize what I was playing with. And I don't know if he was shitting on Derek Carr by saying that.
I don't think you would.
But it was kind of shitting on Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying? He was like, wow, like that guy made passes that no one else can make. That guy put the ball where nobody else can. And he made me who I was.
Mm-hmm.
I think he is the best quarterback in the league. Can't stand him personally. I think he's the best quarterback in the NFL. And I think a weapon like Sammy Watkins, if he could stay healthy, I know that's a big if. He's hurt every fucking year. But if Sammy Watkins can stay healthy, I think he can have a huge season in Green Bay.
Anyone else? Or?
I don't know if I guess with a very young Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, you got Robert Tonyan still down, I believe. Sammy's the guy. I guess that. I didn't even think about it.
I mean, he can be the guy. He's never actually been the guy, but he can.
No,
be the
but
guy.
with whatever's going on with Lazard right now, and Romeo Dobbs could very well rise to wide receiver 2. Sammy's the guy right now, as far as an experienced veteran in that room.
He definitely could be.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Vince. With Christian Watson and Romeo Dobbs being young, I heard rumbles of Rodgers. He was dissatisfied with the timing of the routes run by Dobbs and Christian Watson. So I don't really know. Like it could be old news. They could have figured it out, patched it up.
I could see Rodgers being like, "Oh, what the fuck?
Yes,
These fucking rookies, get them the fuck off the field. Give me Sammy Watkins. Give me fucking Randall Cobb.
That's true.
Give me Lazard."
He normally doesn't like rookies. He did talk up Romeo Dobbs quite a bit, though. He
Yeah.
never usually does. I actually one of my guys that I have in every single league is Gabe Davis.
Yes, but that's nobody that, I mean, I saw you draft him today in the 8th round. And I got to be.
I probably drafted him in the 6th round.
No, it was late because I missed him.
Who the hell is Gabe Davis?
Gabriel Davis.
He's your receiver.
Gabe. Who the fuck calls him Gabe?
They're pals. So Nick just addresses people. But Nick
calls
him by his
Gabe Davis.
When you got somebody on 4 leagues, you're on like
You're such a douche. You're a douche.
That is so dirty. You're a hillbilly.
But he's a guy that like a lot of times I draft him as my number 1 receiver because I'm that confident in him.
Is Randall Cobb still a receiver in Green Bay?
Yeah, he is. Last year, Rodgers, like, that was like one of his demands that they get Randall Cobb back.
Yeah, like, calm down, dude.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men.
You know what? Why not? What a great song.
Very good.
What defense? What sleeper defense do you guys have in fantasy this season?
My sleeper defense is the Browns. They're being drafted.
I mean, can you not be a homer at some point?
It's really being a homer. They're drafted. They're being put.
Which
in,
is you being a homer?
No,
you're the definition of a homer.
They're being put as like in the middle to lower part of the defenses. And
I have another sleeper that I have in every league that I picked up.
Izzy says Panthers. Vince says Denver. Family, I say Philly. I got Philly.
Well, when you say sleeper defense, are you talking about like an upper echelon, like any defense?
I guess a defense that you feel will come that may be a bit unproven.
Izzy or Moa?
Like not a Cleveland defense. Don't pick San Francisco. Don't take
the Saints.
Yeah, don't take the Saints. Take a team that invested into their defense. But you can make an argument that Detroit did. You can make an argument that the Saints got better. They were always a pretty solid top 7. They were always, I mean, always.
For like
they added Honey Badger.
Probably the last 5-6 years.
Yep. Saints have been one of the best teams for a while.
So I'm saying so Carolina's 1. I think Philadelphia's 1. You could say Denver's 1. Who else? Who else do you think will have a surprisingly good defense?
Like Philadelphia's being ranked way ahead of the Browns.
But I wouldn't choose the Browns.
Okay, well, I'm telling you they're a sleeper of mine.
Well, good for you.
I drafted them in all my leagues, partially because I'm a homer, but partially because I also think they're going to be really good.
I love the Saints defense.
Sakorma or Izzy, I'm gonna go with that's tough.
JT is JC Horn starting the season? Or is he on like the pup list or some bullshit? Is he back ready to go? It looks like a yes.
He got injured pretty damn early last year.
He did.
Nice. Should be back. I think Matthew Stafford's going real late.
I'm gonna go with Russo. I think I'll go with Russo. I also want to know who is the young kid that didn't give up any touchdowns in his final year, but in his preseason. What the hell's his name? Is he a Jet?
What are you talking about?
A corner.
Are you talking about Sauce Gardner?
He's Sauce Gardner. I think Sauce Gardner should be someone to keep an eye out for this season. I think he'd be fun. But I'll go Russo out of Koromoa or Russo. I'll go Russo.
No way. It's not even close.
I mean, the Browns don't use Koromoa the right way, so
they're
he's gonna eat. Okay, you said that. All right, that's fair.
No, they don't use their defensive line right. They use Koromoa. They drafted Koromoa for a reason. They use him exactly the way he should be used. Koromoa, I think Koromoa has a chance at being among mentions for the defense player of the year.
No way.
I think he's that good.
I think Bosa's better.
Well, no, Myles Garrett's better than both of them. But
you can make an argument that that Bosa and Myles Garrett might compete this year for sack leaders.
But Koromoa is very, 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 very good. Russo's okay. He's not like fantastic. He's good. He's a starter in the league, but
very, 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 very,
what about
good.
so Tre'Davious White is on
fucking nerd. You're such a nerd.
Tony, he wants to know out of Koromoa or Russo, who you picking to have a better season?
Koromoa. You know why?
I don't, because you're being superstitious and you won't pick a favorite on your team.
No, I just think. Well,
butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. A reading a rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know and ways to grow. A reading rainbow.
That's why.
Did John take himself out?
He gets really fired up.
It's okay, John. You can come back in.
He's really fired up at shit like that.
Nick is doing the strangest things. You guys are going to make me watch this crap after.
I think Stafford is being drafted real late in fantasy leagues because of this elbow thing. He's like going like there's like one
Stafford.
or two starting quarterbacks left before Stafford goes. Like that guy was the league leader in touchdowns and yards last year.
There's no dude, that is so true. I saw Stafford today fall to like 11.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no fucking way. You know, because if you're picking 7th or 8th, like you and I,
yep,
out of a 12-team league, you are not if you can staple some running backs and get some receivers, the last thing you're doing is letting a quarterback like Stafford fall to 11.
I mean, I think there's like the 3 top quarterbacks. There's your Josh Allen, there's your Herbert, and there's your Mahomes. Then I think they're all the same, including Stafford. Like, I just think you just wait after that. But do what you want.
I want to know. I'm curious to know in other leagues how far Stafford's falling before anybody picks him up. I'm curious to know.
I'll tell you who's sick. Little sleeper for y'all fantasy people out there. If you haven't drafted or maybe you drafted and this guy will still be available in most leagues, I promise after week 1, maybe week 2, he will not be available in your leagues anymore. Go out there and snatch him up now, or at least put him on your watch list. Mr. Isaiah Likely, tight end out of Baltimore. You're going to want to grab him.
They're saying Baltimore is going to use a lot of 2 tight end sets.
The kid's sick. They're saying
because they lost Hollywood Brown. So who do they have on the out? Who's the slot receiver?
It's basically going to be him and Mark Andrews for touches.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get Mark Andrews. I couldn't. I did not get him. I'm going to try tonight to get him though.
He's been going pretty early. He's been going a lot earlier in drafts though. He's like I think in our draft the one that we're all in. I think he went like 11th round.
Top 5 defensive players in the NFL. Let's do that real quick before we head out. Nick, name your top 5 defensive players in the NFL.
Top 5 defensive players in the NFL. So obviously you got Aaron Donald. I say Myles Garrett's a close second. I would say, trying to think of a secondary player. To be completely honest, I don't know who the top cornerbacks are. I mean, I know Denzel Ward's up there, but
Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, Jalen Ramsey. Okay, yeah, Jalen Ramsey would be in there. I would probably say Micah Parsons, and I'll throw a bone to the linebacker core and say Darius Leonard.
Leaving out TJ, huh? Back-to-back sack champion.
I don't think TJ is one of the best. I don't think TJ is one of the best defensive players in the league.
Very, very typical of you. Not giving a Steeler any love. Very typical.
Not one. Yeah, very, very Homer.
I think he's a product of the system. I don't think he's a top 5 defensive player.
That's a Homer. That's a Homer pick.
No, it's not. A guy who I say is the greatest defensive player in the history of the league is a Steeler.
Got that right.
All right, that's fine. You're entitled to whatever you want.
So it's not me being anti-Steeler. I just don't believe
there's a lot. 5 is tough. Can I go before I keep switching guys in my mind?
Yeah.
Do they have to be in particular order?
Nah, fuck it. Just do what you want.
Okay. I'm going to go with Bosa because I too will take a step into the Homer realm. Maybe Fred Warner. Darius Slay. TJ. I do give Myles Garrett some love because I think that dude is still cannot deny that. Aaron Donald. I guess the majority of my guys are edge rushers.
Okay. Fair enough.
I got
is that
both
5 or is that 4?
there.
I think you said 6 actually, John.
Yeah, I think you said 12, but I'm gonna put Nick Bosa. I'm gonna put Nick Bosa. No, I won't put him number 1. I'll put TJ Watt. I'll go with the stats. I'll put him number 1. I'll go with Nick Bosa number 2. I'll take Aaron Donald number 3, Myles Garrett 4, and I'll do Fred Warner at 5. 2 49ers in my top 5. How do you like that, John?
That's sweet. I like that.
Did that make up for me picking the Bears to lose but to still cover?
Oh wait, you took the Bears to lose?
Yes.
Dude, I swear to God, while I was writing all this shit down, I thought for sure you were taking the Bears.
To win?
To win. I did. Dude, hand to God, I swear to God, that's what I thought you were saying.
No. Nuts.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying that they're going to cover the spread.
I was coming for you in my final thoughts. I have no final thoughts.
All right, so let's do final thoughts now. But how about final thoughts? Because we don't really do it too often. Let's touch on college football. So, Tony, you can talk about Michigan State. We'll talk about the Ohio State Notre Dame game. A lot of people. So Ohio State did beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame was ranked 5th. We were ranked 2nd. A lot of people were talking about how the Ohio State offense didn't look explosive. Listen. I typically say Notre Dame's overrated, but they really came to play last Saturday. I don't know if this guy's a new coach. He looks new to me. I don't know if he was there last year or not, but he seems to have this team going in the right direction. Their defense came to play. Also, we lost arguably our best or second best offensive player for the game in Smith and Jigba. So that's also a reason why our offense didn't do so well. But, I think we still beat the number 5 team in the country. So I don't think that's necessarily.
Yeah, but that was not in an Ohio State typical fashion. But Notre Dame came to play. And I'll give you this. Our secondary is not impressing.
I mean,
you can say that we didn't have wide receiver number 1, but I'm telling you right now, that secondary to me, honestly, and he was not out for the whole game.
He got injured very early.
I did not see the Appalachian State Carolina game. I didn't. But I did watch Vince's Notre Dame, and Roy Boy, wherever that man is, that dude gave us some props, man. He's like one of the nicest college football fans. But we did not look that great.
I mean, we did
not look great.
We did only give up 10 points to Notre Dame, though. So our secondary was.
It's not about that. Like their edge rush was far more explosive than ours.
I mean, we beat them.
You said it yourself. You said Stroud needs to run, but I kept telling you they are containing him. Like there's nowhere for him to go.
There was times he could have took off. It's almost like he's protecting himself a little bit.
No, I don't think so. I think that Ohio State is still sluggish off the rush. I think the O-line is still suspect, and the secondary did not impress me one bit. And they talked up the secondary. So I got nothing for you there.
I'm still high.
It was a defensive game. We were still running the ball, not like we typically run the ball, because that O-line was still kind of shitty.
Yeah, I'm still high on the Bucks. Tony, how about your Michigan State Spartans over there?
They were underwhelming, to say the least. They look like they came out sluggish. They were losing 3-0, I think it was. They then came out and threw passes for touchdowns on the next 3 possessions. I'm like, here we go. We're gonna route these fuckers, and then like they caught up and got within like 1 score, and then late we tacked on a few more points. But this is just how they do things. I don't know.
How are they supposed to look? So they're ranked 14th.
Yeah, but
that's
just a number. It's just a number.
Are they supposed to be really good this year?
No, I don't know why they were even ranked 14th. I think people saw what they were last year and they were just like, fuck it, put them 14.
Gotcha.
That Big Ten ends up working itself out anyways. Like they got Michigan up there. I think Michigan's number 4 now. Buckeyes are number 3. And it's like, why not do that? Because they have to play each other. So why not? Fuck it. Like Alabama and Georgia, 1 and 2, they're going to have to play each other.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Throw them up there. Who cares? It'll work itself out.
Georgia looks nasty again. I think they repeat.
Yeah, we'll see.
They fucking. Now, I guess I didn't expect Oregon to really come out and be world beaters by any chance, but they were awful. They were awful. I watched that game. Georgia looks tough, bro.
Any other teams catch your eye? Florida, that quarterback for Florida is looking really good. What's his name? Anderson?
Yeah, Izzy, I got this. So any 49er fans or anybody that may know a 49er fan, Miss Deb is the matriarch of the 49ers fan base. She's just an incredible woman, and she has done some handcrafted Swarovski crystal 49er helmets, the mini helmets, covered in. She did them all individually, pretty amazing. And she's doing the raffle. I think it's $20 a spot. She also did for second and third place 2 pretty pretty nice medium to small size footballs also covered in Swarovski crystals, and some really nice hats for fourth, fifth, and sixth place. So if you guys are 49er fans or know any 49er fans, please reach out to me and or Izzy, and we will get you all the information you need to reach out to Miss Deb and pick your spot. It was an August raffle. It's been extended for the month of September. I believe there are 65 spots. There may be a little less, but it's in the 60s somewhere. So please reach out if you guys can. She's doing it for a charitable cause. I do not want to put it out there for the specifics because it's a bit personal, but it is worth it. It's a very good cause. And I would honestly match your contribution if you guys do it. So that's what it is.
All right. Well, Deb, looks like you got a pretty good product out there, and hopefully we'll get a lot of bids on that.
I people are incredible.
What?
This guy was like, I got my paycheck today, and my hours that I worked yesterday weren't on it. Yeah,
Did you tell
it's called a fucking pay week. It's called a fucking pay week. Like,
was that the guy that comes in 12 minutes late consistently?
No. This guy, he's actually pretty good, but it's called a pay week. Like this, you're in a pay week, right? Yesterday started. You're in a pay week. I got my paycheck today, and yesterday's out. Yeah, no shit. They're not going to be on there. What are you talking about?
All right. Well, I think we're pretty much good to go into the NFL week, huh?
Yeah. Should we do some type of wager for like the end of the year? Like we'll track our picks in the best winning percentage. We can we got to come up with something, right?
Sure.
What's it going to be? Jersey of a choice?
Why not? That seems to be our go-to.
That's our go-to.
I think a jersey of your choice is fair. I think a jersey of your choice is a great gift.
I think so. Too.
And I think we should try to find something else. TL and Mariah have cornered the market for trading cards. They are I think they print them themselves. I mean, they're incredible.
I know. They work for Topps or fucking Panini.
They're impressive. Yeah, Panini for sure. I'm pretty sure that Mariah works for Panini. I think she prints these cards and cuts them in her living room. There's no doubt in my mind. Some of them are amazing.
Yeah, JT Campbell, get that Baker jersey ready. He thinks he's going to win the horse races. We'll have to do a horse race again at the end of the year. Everyone loves the locker room ran horse races.
Horse race. Can we try something else? Because I feel like the horse race. The horse race is a little
blasphemy, according to Tony.
Maybe you forget how fun. Do you forget how fun the horse race was?
I do love a horse race. I do. Vince won already. So I don't know. Vince just took himself out of the raffle again. I don't know.
Wait, did Vince won the last one, right?
Yes, he did.
I think Dion won one and Vince won the other.
Dion won the what did Dion win?
Trevor Lawrence.
The Trevor Lawrence jersey. And Vince won the Bosa? I think Vince won Bosa.
Yep.
All right. We're finally there, people. Week 1 of NFL. Enjoy week 1. I hope your teams win. I hope everyone stays safe. Make it to week 2. And until next time.
Hold on a minute. Let me get my shit together. Hold on a second. Remember this?
John's 49er Flavor Flav chain.
Look at this. Look at this thing. Ohio Faithful. This is amazing. Give it some credit.
It's good.
And I may or may not have worn this out in public.
It's very nice.
Put that
I've
around
made-
Gemma. Put that around Gemma and take a picture.
Right now, if I go near her, she's got a bone right. Dude, if I go near her, she will eat this. And maybe my fingers. But listen, I had a noisemaker for week 1 and I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I must have left it in my car, but it was pretty sweet. It was a noisemaker. Nonetheless, to celebrate, football is back. I feel like we need to emphasize that a little bit more. But for now, I'll finish my glass of bourbon. Listen, family, chat, everyone in the chat tonight, you guys have been incredible. Week in, week out, you guys do not disappoint. The support is excellent. We love you guys. Stay faithful, 49er fans, and whatever your motto is for any other team, God bless your heart. Do what you got to do.
Stay golden.
Up,
stay golden,
up.
Pony boy.
We're here, baby. Football season is upon us.
Football's back, baby.
Football's back.
Next week at 9 o'clock. Peace.
Later.